Chosen ones, this Sunday reveals your true self. And the truth is this: you are standing at the edge of a mirror you cannot avoid. On that day, heaven itself will hold up a reflection so clear that every mask, every false identity you once carried will fall away. No more pretending, no more hiding. Who you really are, who you were always meant to become, will rise in full light. And when that moment comes, you will not only recognize yourself, the world will recognize you too. For years, you may have been told to shrink, to stay quiet, to fit into a version of yourself that was small and convenient for others. But this Sunday, the veil is lifting, the timid version of you dissolves, and the bold, radiant, chosen version of you takes its rightful place. You are not the weak link. You are not the forgotten soul. You are God's masterpiece in motion, designed for a season like this. And now, finally, you will see it for yourself. Imagine standing in front of a gate that has always been locked. You pressed against it, prayed at it, maybe even gave up on it opening. But this Sunday, that gate swings wide. What's behind it is not just opportunity, it's identity. It's the person you've been searching for in the dark corners of your soul, the one who carries wisdom beyond their years, strength forged in silence, beauty that does not fade with time. This is exactly who you will become, because this is who you already are in the eyes of heaven. The truth is, transformation has already been happening quietly inside you. Every disappointment was chiseling away at the old shell. Every loss was stripping false layers from your spirit. Every lonely night was breaking you open, not to destroy you, but to reveal you. And now, at the appointed time, the unveiling begins. This Sunday is not just a day on the calendar, it is a divine marker, a shift, a revelation that cannot be stopped. Stay with me, because this is not a word to skim past. This is your confirmation. Hit that like button if your spirit is awake right now. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking this same narrow path of destiny. And in the comments, type 777 as your sign of agreement, your prophetic seal that you are ready for the unveiling that is coming. Chosen one, who you are becoming is not someone ordinary. You are becoming a vessel of wisdom that others will seek. You are becoming a voice that cuts through confusion with clarity. You are becoming a life that carries peace in a world drowning in noise. And all of it has been written over you since the beginning. This Sunday will not just reveal you to yourself. It will reveal you to those who doubted, to those who left, to those who tried to box you in. They will see a glow on you they cannot explain. They will sense authority in you they cannot ignore. And while some may resist, others will be drawn to the light that finally shines without fear. You are not stepping into a costume, you are stepping into truth, and the truth has power. The truth liberates. The truth heals. The truth confirms that you are not who pain said you were, not who fear made you think you were, not who rejection tried to convince you to become. The truth is, you are chosen, and this is your time. And so, this Sunday is not an ending, it is a beginning. The birth of a new version of you that was hidden, protected, preserved for such a time as this. You will look back and realize that the waiting was not wasted, the pruning was not punishment, the silence was not abandonment, it was preparation. And now, the stage is set. Chosen ones, this is exactly who you will become this Sunday. The clearest, truest version of yourself, seen, known, unstoppable. Chosen ones, this Sunday does not come quietly. It arrives like a trumpet blast, declaring that your season of disguise is finished. For too long you've worn the clothes of survival, stitched together by fear and stitched tighter by doubt. But on this day, heaven will clothe you in garments of identity, woven with threads of purpose, lined with the brilliance of clarity. No longer will you see yourself as broken. No longer will you accept labels that others forced on you. This Sunday, the robe of your true self will rest on your shoulders, and it will fit perfectly. There will be moments when you catch yourself in the mirror and hardly recognize the reflection, not because your face has changed, but because your eyes carry something new, an undeniable light, a certainty that was never there before. That is the mark of revelation, the mark of someone who has finally come home to themselves. It is not pride, it is not arrogance, it is truth made visible. The kind of truth that cannot be faked, cannot be rehearsed, cannot be borrowed. It is yours, and this Sunday, it will shine. Think of a seed buried deep in soil, forgotten by the world above. To anyone passing by, it looks like nothing is happening, just dirt and silence. But beneath the surface, roots are forming, life is stirring, destiny is pushing upward. Then, suddenly, the soil breaks. A sprout appears, undeniable proof that growth was taking place in secret. Chosen one, you are that seed. This Sunday is the breaking of the soil, the moment when the hidden becomes visible, when what God has been forming in you behind the curtain steps out under the light. And yes, there will be people who stare in disbelief. They will wonder where this confidence came from, when this glow appeared, how this strength became yours. Some will question it, some will envy it, some will try to explain it away. But the truth is simple. You have been transformed. The Sunday revelation is not about their understanding, it is about your becoming. You don't need validation to step into it. You don't need applause to confirm it. Heaven's stamp is enough, and it is already sealed over your life. Let me tell you something else. This Sunday will not just reveal your true self, it will expose the false roles you were never meant to carry. The pleaser who bent to keep everyone else comfortable. The silent one who swallowed words that should have been spoken. The shadow who hid brilliance out of fear of rejection. Those selves will no longer hold power over you. They will crumble in the light of truth, leaving you free to walk with unshakable posture. And when you walk, doors will open because you are finally aligned with who you were always meant to be. You must understand this too. Revelation always brings responsibility. When the mask falls, when the truth emerges, when the mantle rests on your shoulders, you can't go back. You can't pretend you don't know who you are. You can't shrink again into a life that no longer fits. This Sunday demands courage, because the truth is heavy until you learn to carry it. But chosen one, you were designed to carry it. That's why you've been refined, why you've been tested, why you've been pressed in ways that made no sense. It was training for this moment. And do not mistake it, this unveiling is not just for you. Your family will see it. Strangers will feel it. Environments will shift because of it. When you walk into a room after this Sunday, there will be an authority in your presence that cannot be ignored. Not because of titles, not because of wealth, but because truth radiates through you. Truth cannot be denied. Truth carries weight. Truth commands attention without asking for it. That is who you will be, and that is what is being revealed. Chosen ones, pause here and breathe this in. The time of wondering is closing. The time of becoming is here. If your spirit resonates with this word, show it by hitting that like button now. It is not just a click. It is a declaration that you receive this. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen souls walking this same journey. so that together you can stand as a community of truth bearers. And if you are ready for the unveiling, type 777 inches, the comments. Let it echo across the heavens as a prophetic sign that you are ready for the shift. This Sunday also carries another gift, the revelation of hidden strength. You may not have noticed it, but storms built muscles in you that calm seasons never could. Every rejection gave you resilience. Every closed door sharpened your discernment. Every lonely night carved out capacity. And now, those strengths that were forged in secret will suddenly appear. People will say, "How are you so unshaken? How are you so wise? How do you stand so tall?" They will not see the nights you bled in silence, but they will see the fruit it produced. And let me tell you this truth, when revelation comes, so does clarity. This Sunday, you will see with eyes unclouded. The fog that kept you second-guessing will lift. The confusion that made you doubt yourself will break. The path ahead will not be perfect, but it will be clear. And when clarity comes, speed follows. You will move faster because you are no longer dragging chains. You will decide quicker because you finally trust your voice. You will step boldly because you finally know where your feet belong. This is what it means to see your true self. It is vision restored, destiny unlocked. There is also a sweetness in this revelation, a peace that settles into your chest, the kind of peace that makes you smile without reason, that makes your shoulders drop the weight they've been holding. Because when you know who you are, you stop chasing approval, stop begging for a seat at tables not built for you, stop striving to prove your worth. You walk with calm assurance, knowing that your identity is unshakable. This Sunday, peace will wrap around you like a shield, and it will be obvious to everyone who looks at you. Chosen ones, remember this: revelation is not fragile. Once you see yourself, you cannot unsee it. Once you taste truth, counterfeit becomes bitter. Once you walk in your true self, false roles suffocate you. That's why this Sunday matters. It is not just an event, it is a point of no return. And you will never want to go back. Chosen ones, this Sunday will not whisper, it will thunder. It will shake the ground beneath your feet, not to scare you, but to awaken you to the depth of who you are. You have walked through fire and carried scars that only heaven counted, but now the fire that once tried to consume you becomes the very light that surrounds you. This Sunday, that light will be undeniable. It will shine through your words, your presence, your decisions, and even in the quiet way you carry yourself. People will notice before you say a word. They will sense the change, and they will know something divine has touched you. Think about how long you have been walking with questions you never voiced aloud. Questions like, am I really enough? Will I ever step into the life meant for me? Will anyone ever see me for who I am? This Sunday, those questions find their answer. Not through another person, not through the applause of a crowd, but through the voice of heaven whispering in your spirit, yes, you are mine. Yes, you are chosen. Yes, this is the day of your unveiling. And when that voice settles inside you, the doubts that used to torment you will lose their grip once and for all. There is a power in timing, and the timing of this Sunday is not random. Heaven orchestrates in rhythms that human eyes cannot see. Just as the ocean knows when to pull back and when to surge, so does your destiny. You have been in the pullback, the quiet, the hidden, the unnoticed. But the surge is here. The wave that carries you forward cannot be stopped. This Sunday is the crest, and you will rise on it, lifted higher than you imagined, carried into places you thought were out of reach. You will realize you were never behind schedule, you were right on time for this moment. And let me tell you this, revelation changes your voice. The one who used to hesitate will now speak with clarity. The one who once felt drowned out will now cut through the noise. This Sunday, your words will carry weight because they are rooted in truth. Conversations will shift because of what you say. Silence will even become powerful because people will feel the gravity of your presence. You are not just becoming visible, you are becoming undeniable. Chosen ones, this unveiling is also about relationships. Some connections will fall away not because of conflict, but because they cannot stand in the light of your true self. They belonged to the version of you that no longer exists, and though it may sting, it will also free you. This Sunday will not just reveal you, it will reveal who truly belongs beside you. The ones who can handle your authenticity will stay. The ones who cannot will drift. Trust this process, because heaven never removes without replacing. Understand this too. This Sunday will awaken creativity buried inside you. Ideas you thought were lost will return with new strength. Visions you once dismissed as too big will begin to make sense. Talents you overlooked will come alive. Revelation of self always stirs revelation of purpose. And when you walk in that creative fire, you will discover resources, strategies, and opportunities that were waiting for you to finally see yourself clearly. What once felt blocked will suddenly flow like a river. You may not realize it yet, but this unveiling will also change how you view struggle. The storms you resented will be reframed as training. The losses you mourned will be understood as pruning. The nights you thought wasted will reveal themselves as sacred preparation. This Sunday does not erase the past, but it redeems it. It gives meaning to what felt meaningless, order to what felt chaotic, direction to what felt lost. And when you grasp this, gratitude will rise where grief once lived. Chosen ones, I must tell you this Sunday, your body will even respond. Weariness that lingered will begin to lift. Heavy shoulders will feel lighter. Energy you thought was gone will return. It is not magic, it is alignment. When your spirit steps into truth, your body follows. Health flows from harmony, and harmony is found when you embrace your true self. Others will say you look different, not because of makeup or clothing, but because joy radiates from you. The glow of authenticity cannot be hidden, and do not overlook this. Revelation also carries authority over finances. For too long, you may have felt trapped in cycles of not enough, always stretching, always worrying, always hustling without peace. But this Sunday, as you step into your true self, you will also step into wisdom to steward resources, clarity to see opportunities, and boldness to step into provision. When identity aligns, provision follows. This does not mean instant wealth. It means you will no longer chase scraps. You will walk with the confidence that your needs will be met and your purpose will be funded. Stay alert, because this Sunday is not only a mirror, it is also a key. Keys unlock what was locked. Keys give access to what was once denied. And as your true self is revealed, you will find doors opening that you stopped knocking on, paths clearing that once felt blocked, and favor resting on you in ways that cannot be explained. These are not accidents, they are the natural response to you stepping into who you were created to be. Chosen ones, if your spirit is burning with confirmation right now, do not hesitate. Hit that like button as your sign of agreement. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen souls awakening to their true selves. And type 777 inches the comments as your declaration that you are ready for this unveiling. This Sunday is marked in heaven, and it is marked for you. Chosen ones, This Sunday will draw back the curtain on your destiny, and for the first time you will see yourself as heaven has always seen you. There is a mirror waiting, but it is not made of glass, it is made of spirit. When you look into it, you will not just see a reflection, you will see assignment, you will see calling, you will see the reasons behind every tear you cried and every step you took. This mirror will not flatter you, it will reveal you. It will show the courage that lived underneath fear, the strength that lived underneath weakness, the fire that lived underneath ashes. This unveiling is not only about the soul, it is about your environment shifting to match the truth of who you are. You will notice how rooms respond differently when you walk in. Conversations will bend around your presence. Opportunities that overlooked you before will suddenly seek you out. This is not coincidence, it is alignment. When heaven announces your name, the earth has no choice but to echo it. And this Sunday, your name will echo in ways you cannot yet imagine. Do not think this unveiling is gentle. It is bold. It does not ask permission to arrive. It comes with the authority of heaven itself. And with that authority comes separation. Things that were once comfortable will now feel too small. Roles you once played will feel like chains. You will no longer be able to fit into spaces that dishonor your truth. This may unsettle people around you, but it will also set you free. Chains break loud, but they break clean. And chosen ones, there is more. This Sunday will reveal your endurance. You thought you barely survived the storms, but heaven will show you that you mastered them. You did not crawl through the fire, you walked through it. You did not drown in the flood, you learned to breathe underwater. You did not shatter under the pressure, you were pressed into a diamond. This endurance will not just live in your memory, it will radiate from your posture, from the steadiness of your gaze, from the way you do not flinch when life tries to shake you again. This revelation will also mark your voice with influence. You will find people listening who never paid attention before. You will find hearts softening at words they would have resisted if spoken last season. This is because your voice will carry the sound of truth, and truth has resonance. It cuts through noise. It breaks defenses. It awakens what is asleep. This Sunday, your words will not just communicate, they will impart. You will see evidence of this when even casual conversations leave others changed. And let us not forget the revelation of joy. You have known sorrow well, but joy is about to introduce itself as an old friend you had forgotten. This Sunday, you will discover laughter rising in places where you once felt only heaviness. It will not come from circumstances, it will come from within. It will be the sound of chains breaking, of burdens lifting, of a heart finally breathing freely. Others will notice. They will ask why you are glowing, why you are lighter, why you are radiant. You will not need to explain. Joy explains itself. Chosen ones, your faith will also be revealed. Faith is not what you say when it is easy. Faith is what you hold when nothing makes sense. This Sunday, heaven will reveal that your faith has been seen all along. Every prayer whispered in the dark, every time you chose hope when despair pressed harder, every step forward when you wanted to give up, it has been accounted for. And now, the reward of faith is visibility. You will see in tangible form the harvest of what you once believed for blindly. This unveiling is not for your ego. It is for your alignment. It will position you in front of the right people, at the right time, for the right reasons. It will place you where you can no longer be ignored, not because you fought for attention, but because your truth demands recognition. This is not fame, it is visibility with purpose. Heaven does not reveal you to entertain. Heaven reveals you to employ you in your divine assignment. This Sunday, that employment letter will be written on your spirit. And hear this clearly. You are not being revealed as an unfinished work. You are being revealed as a work in progress, with undeniable momentum. Heaven is not waiting for you to be flawless. It is announcing you as faithful. And that is enough. People may still see your cracks, but they will also see the light pouring through them. They may still notice your scars, but they will also notice the strength that carried them. This revelation does not hide imperfection, it crowns transformation. Chosen ones, mark it well. This Sunday will not come and go as another day. It will stand in your memory as a hinge, a before and after. You will measure seasons by it. And when you look back, you will remember this was the day heaven pulled the veil from your face and said, "This is who you are. Walk in it." Chosen ones, this Sunday will uncover the authority hidden inside you. Authority is not about volume, it is not about force. It is about presence. Presence that shifts atmospheres. Presence that silences lies without raising a hand. Presence that declares truth simply by being. You have been walking with this authority all along, but it was wrapped in layers of uncertainty. This Sunday, those layers peel away, and what remains is a boldness that feels natural, not forced. You will notice how even people who once dismissed you begin to pause when you speak, how resistance turns into quiet listening, how rooms shift when you enter. This is not charisma, this is divine authority revealed. There will also be a revealing of hidden wisdom. Life has been teaching you lessons quietly. Lessons you thought were only pain, only struggle, only survival. But on this Sunday, those lessons will step forward as wisdom. You will find yourself giving answers you did not know you carried. You will recognize patterns before they trap you. You will feel discernment sharpen like a blade, cutting away what is false, exposing what is real. This wisdom is not borrowed, it is earned. It is yours because you lived it. And this Sunday the world will begin to see it shine through you. Chosen ones, you will also see the unveiling of your courage. Courage that looked like getting out of bed when depression tried to hold you down. Courage that looked like forgiving when bitterness begged for revenge. Courage that looked like walking alone when the crowd abandoned you. This courage was invisible to many, but it was not invisible to heaven. And now, this Sunday, it will become visible in the way you stand taller, in the way your words carry steadiness, in the way your decisions no longer shake with fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the refusal to let fear rule. That is the revelation of this season. And there will be a revealing of peace, not the fragile peace that depends on perfect circumstances, but the unshakable peace that thrives even when storms roar. This Sunday, you will feel the storm around you, but notice the stillness within you. A stillness that cannot be stolen, a calm that cannot be disturbed, a serenity that flows from knowing who you are and whose you are. Others will notice it too. They will wonder why you are not panicking, why you are not restless, why you seem unbothered by chaos. That peace will become part of your true self, and it will guard you like a shield. This unveiling will also bring restoration of identity in places where it was stolen. For every word that told you, you are not enough, heaven will echo, you are chosen. For every rejection that branded you unwanted, heaven will mark you beloved. For every mistake that tried to define you as unworthy, heaven will rename you redeemed. This Sunday is not just about becoming, it is about reclaiming. You will no longer answer to names that never belonged to you. You will stand in your true name, and nothing will make you forget it again. Chosen ones, This Sunday will even uncover your hidden capacity to lead. Leadership is not always a position, it is an influence that flows from authenticity. When you step into your true self, others feel permission to do the same. When you walk in freedom, others are inspired to break their chains. When you live boldly, others find courage to rise. You will notice people watching you quietly, learning from you without you trying to teach. Leadership will flow naturally because you are living truthfully, and truth always leads. This unveiling also reveals your destiny in motion. For so long, you may have thought destiny was a far-off point, something you would reach someday. But this Sunday, you will realize destiny is not distant, it is unfolding now. Every step, every choice, every season has been a piece of the larger picture. And when the picture begins to come together, you will understand that nothing was wasted. Destiny has been waiting for you to see it, and this Sunday your eyes will finally be clear. There will also be a revealing of your influence over the unseen. You may not have realized it, but your prayers have shifted atmospheres, your presence has unsettled darkness, your faith has invited miracles. This Sunday, you will begin to notice signs that what you carry is not only for the physical, it touches the spiritual. Environments will feel lighter when you arrive. Peace will fall where you speak. Breakthroughs will follow your footsteps, not because of who you are alone, but because of who walks with you. Chosen ones, do not underestimate what will happen when truth is revealed. Truth will expose lies you believed about yourself, lies you accepted as identity. Lies like, I am weak, I am overlooked, I am cursed. These lies lose their power this Sunday. They will not disappear gently, they will shatter, and the sound of their breaking will be the sound of your freedom. Once they break, they cannot be reassembled. You will never again carry what does not belong to you. This unveiling will also reveal resilience in your story. You have bent but not broken. You have stumbled but not stayed down. You have cried but not drowned. You have been tested, but you are still here. Resilience is not loud, it is steady. It is the quiet choice to keep moving forward when quitting would have been easier. This Sunday, resilience will no longer be invisible. It will be the foundation on which you stand. And people will marvel at it, because they will realize you survived what would have destroyed many. And chosen ones, there will be a revealing of your divine timing. You will look back and see why doors had to stay closed, why relationships had to end, why seasons had to be prolonged. What felt like delay will now be seen as design. This Sunday, clarity will show you that nothing was wasted, nothing was random, nothing was forgotten. Every moment was part of the timing, and the timing is perfect. When divine timing reveals itself, you can finally rest, knowing you are exactly where you should be. Chosen ones, this Sunday will uncover the part of you that has been prepared in silence to touch generations you will never even meet. The choices you make now, the truths you embrace now, the courage you walk in now, will ripple into the lives of those who come after you. This unveiling is not only for your lifetime, it is for your lineage. Your children and their children will benefit from the clarity you receive. Curses that tried to run in your family will meet their end in you. Patterns of fear, scarcity, and shame will not pass through your hands. This Sunday, you become the turning point, the first of many who will live differently because you chose to see your true self. This revelation will also open new sight in you. Sight that is more than vision, sight that is perception. You will begin to notice opportunities that were invisible before. You will feel the nudge to walk into spaces you once avoided. You will sense shifts in conversations that point to open doors. It will feel like scales falling from your eyes. The world will look different, not because it changed, but because you are finally seeing it from the seat of your true self. And with that sight comes responsibility. You will no longer overlook what heaven highlights. You will step into it with confidence. Chosen ones, this unveiling will also stir your voice to bring healing to others. Not healing by medicine, not healing by strategy, but healing by presence and truth. Some people will walk into your space heavy and leave lighter, not because you said the perfect words, but because you stood as yourself. Authenticity heals. It gives permission for others to lay down their masks. It shows people that wholeness is possible. This Sunday, your presence will carry that healing, and you will notice it when people begin to say, "I feel peace around you," or "Something shifted when you prayed." This is not accident. It is assignment. There is also a revealing of financial freedom tied to this moment. For too long, you have been chasing provision as though it was running away from you. But when you step into your true identity, provision begins to chase you. Resources find their way to alignment. People extend opportunities that match your calling. Creativity births income streams you never considered. This Sunday is the start of a new relationship. With money, you are no longer a beggar. You are a steward. You will not cling to scraps. You will manage overflow. And in that overflow, you will see that finances are not just for your comfort, they are for your purpose. This unveiling also reveals your capacity to stand in places of influence without fear of losing yourself. Influence has broken many because they stepped into it without knowing who they were. But you will step into it after this Sunday with a secure identity, and that identity will protect you. You will not bend to applause. You will not crumble under criticism, because your value will not come from either. It will come from the truth of who you are, and that truth cannot be negotiated. Influence will no longer threaten to corrupt you. It will simply amplify the authenticity already in you. And, chosen ones, there is a deeper unveiling too, the uncovering of your hidden resilience in community. You have walked alone long enough, but this Sunday will draw people of like spirit toward you. Not everyone, not the crowd, but the right ones. Those who will celebrate your unveiling instead of resenting it. Those who will guard your growth instead of sabotaging it. Those who will call you higher instead of pulling you back. Community is part of your revelation, because your true self was never meant to stand isolated. You are chosen, but you are also connected.